Hello, this is Olivier. Saturday night, and what better things do we have to do but watch videos on finance? Yes, Olivier, the voice, the financial voice. I have a few things to talk about this week, actually. Interesting markets in that volatility is picking up and ranging, which is what I call myself the king of range trading, and it's true because I can't see anybody else who can range like my EAs. Tried them all. You can ask me. I own them all. You can ask me, okay? So I compare them constantly. And I've been doing this for a hell of a long time, maybe 30 years, and I think ranging is the best way to trade. And I'll explain what ranging is to some people who might I've been asked this question. Everybody says you say ranging, but I'm a beginner. What is ranging? Ranging is basically when the markets go between 2 points, where you're getting a lot of ranging at the moment because indecision. So what you're getting is here you have a bit of a trend, right? But you do have inside. You see you can draw a line here, a line here. You do have inside these kind of wave movements. Uh, that is ranging, okay? That is ranging. So, using these wave movements, trying to sell here, buy back here, maybe buy back here, sell here, buy back here, sell here. Here you're getting a pretty good ranging pattern, and all of a sudden you have a breakout. That's why my new EA, the the neural one, has included you have the BBSO which ranges, and 75% of the time markets range, so it does extremely well. Has a really high hit factor, especially on euro, which is my favorite pair, and I've explained many times why. Because euro is the only pair that can't be manipulated. It's so big. The Dow Jones can be manipulated, indexes can be manipulated, but it's very hard to manipulate the euro. When central banks intervene, as they have last week a lot, they intervene in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, because that's when there's no volume. But during the day, there's so much transactions going on between the euro and the dollar. It's practically impossible, even for the Fed, to some extent, to move things. The only ones that can move markets are big hedge funds, Feds, governments, etc. And they have to choose particular times to do that, and they're pretty good at doing that, I can tell you. They may even do fake outs like, this is a fake out. You buy because you want to sell, right? So you start buying as an institution, and as soon as you suck a few people in, boom, you sell. Okay, that's what I call a fake out. Okay, so here, what's interesting here is you have, and I have a free harmonic program that does all this. You don't have to go and buy them. I give a free one out to buyers of BBNN, but I do have a one I like, which is probably gets bought every time I put my screens up. But because he has included my the patterns I like and what I call the animals, and I'm not going to give. I've said it so many times. You'll have to go through my videos to get the gist of this. But what I call the animals are the ones that work the best because gartleys and butterflies are overbroke. But I shouldn't tell everybody that because then they won't work anymore, will they? So there are certain animals, right? Gartley is not an animal. Um, there are certain animals that work better than others. Okay, so there we go. So the subject of today's video, because I like to have a subject, is channel trading, or I guess that's another way of saying range trading, channel trading. But what is a channel? Who knows what a channel is? Everybody's channel trading now because I set this in motion, I guess. And in low volatility markets, that's the best thing you can do because most robots were priced on were are based on price action. If there's no volume, if there's no volatility, you're going to be waiting, a long time for action. That's why some of these bots are very expensive, and I wonder why people buy it. Just sit there and wait. I always give the story in Australia when I used to surf a little bit when I was younger. Um, you wait on your board and you see all these little waves and you're waiting and you're chatting, waiting and you're waiting for the seventh wave or whatever you call it, the big one, to ride, right? And that's what most people do with these EAs. They pay $500 and they sit there and miss all the little waves, whereas mine's picking them all up. And they wait for the big wave and get a trade. Hopefully, it's a good one. And usually, these price pattern bots, get found out pretty quickly by brokers because it's such a classical, thing that backtests so well. Uh, but brokers go and get your stops because, of course, you go and put stops, right? Right. I don't put stops in. But my EAs do. Don't worry, don't worry. They put the best stops you can get, ATR stops. Okay. So let's talk about channel trading. Okay, here now we have what is a very popular indicator right now at this very moment, and I want to show you the difference between what everybody thinks is a proper channel trader. Let's do some magic here. So this is a popular indicator. You can see it's in these green areas are supposed to be. This is like a channel, so how you calculate channel, I don't know. I mean, I have my particular way, and my way is extremely sophisticated, okay? So I'm going to show you a bit of magic. I'm going to put on my DBSO Genuity scalper on here. Okay, look at that, just default, okay? You can see it optimizing at the top, okay? Now it goes back 2,000 bars, and it does in a few seconds all these optimizations, okay? These are all the full modules on, okay? And it's given you, they were here before, so it's just redrawing them. It's given you the optimized points, okay? The latest ones, because it only goes back to 2,000 bars, okay? It's no use having all this history here because markets change all the time. So history repeats itself. Who says that? Who really believes that history repeats itself? I mean, markets change all the time. I don't believe history repeats itself. Maybe statistically, some things happen like patterns, but 8 times out of 10. But what if you're on the only 2 times it didn't happen? So you need to constantly update. So, these channel systems, how you calculate a channel, is a mystery because a lot of them say, well, this is a channel trading system. I'm buying in the channel. How will define the channel? What is it? Are you using Bollinger Bands? Are you using support resistance? Are you using high point to low point? I mean, what's all the mystery? Anyway, I just want to show you that this very popular index, and I have a lot of respect for the author, by the way, because I have bought his indexes. I mean, it's not expensive, but I want to show you the sophistication that goes behind what you really, when you're really ranging, you want to go back and activate here. So what it's using here is, you can't see it, but it calculates an MA based on many things. Okay, PF factor of 10. This is like, it does a back test and a forward test altogether, and it's come up with, it uses the number of orders you'd want to do in a basket, in this case 3. So it's come out with a band period of 60, deviation of 3.25, step orders of 10, trailing ATR periods and multiples, all calculated and optimized, and a stop and a take profit and a break even that is optimized also. This is all optimized. And using all this information, okay, it'll draw points, and it'll also show you if you use this forward, you probably get about 13 trades next 2,000 bars, and with a PF factor of 10, because that's what I like, high PF factors, and a gain of 1,780. I mean, that's all supposition, of course. It's no guarantee, but that's a forward optimization. It's done based on the last 2,000 bars. Okay, so the points are here. Now, what I want to show you here, see, you see this indicator. It's okay, it's okay, but and it has an EA to go with it. So it buys here, okay, in the green. I don't know what it's going to sell. It sells here in the green. Okay, it's not too bad. But look at what mine's done. Here it's saying buy. Okay. Well, mine's decided you need to wait a hell of a bit longer to buy. Okay. So we're here right now. So mine's probably going to start buying pretty soon as these bands go narrower. And then you probably get a breakout that way. So I'm just showing you the sophistication of this. Now, if I put on 15 minutes, okay, look how quickly it optimizes. It's optimizing right now. This is the BBSO. This is not even the BBN. And it's showing you all these different points that it's going to use, okay, to make its decision. And here, it actually saw that this was not, well, this is getting closer, okay, as you get in time. This is getting to be a good point to buy, okay? But I mean, you can't really compare, a 50-buck EA to you know, a machine that's been tested, by hundreds of people. It has a very sophisticated, and the filter here is the main difference, actually. I should have mentioned that to start with. When he says no BBSO trend, this means the market is in a ranging mode, okay? And when you have some of the others, this one here is, it's got my double filters on it. Okay, this needs a double filtering to do anything. And this is my hedge fund version. And I'm on V10 right now, which very few people have. There are some fake V7s out there, so be careful because I put traps in them. But the V10 version here has two filters, and which is, a BBSO, but BBSO scalper, you don't need to do anything. It's more for everybody. But if you really want to play around and be really geeky and change every variables and do a better squeeze break and all that, this is the version which I will give out to buyers of BBNN, my neural system. Okay, so let's talk about these. Okay, again here, let's see the Renko trading. Um, Here again, another plug for. By the way, you can get these harmonic programs for me free. I have a free harmonic program which I give out, so you don't have to go and buy it. But if you want to go and buy one, you're welcome. Harmonic on a Renko chart, which is kind of something I do, not many people do, and I put harmonic on a Renko chart, and I have here quite a lot of signals, including my neural signals. You can see that this is a longer term neural signal here and a neural signal here, which was very, very precise. Um, in fact, happened on 5 waves too. So this is what is in my signal, fast money signal, and to remind people, people always say, well, if your bots are so good, why are you selling them? Why don't you keep it for you? Well, there is one I am keeping for me, okay, and it's in my signal, so you have access to it now.